sure.
What's the time? There's a thing that you do. Whoa. There it is.
Let me pull us up on the laptop.
Give me that other one again. That's right. Can we have some dancing?
Sure, go ahead.
No, your turn. Here we go. Time for Lola dancing with Bentley. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Dancing. Dancing girls.
Dancing date night.
Here we go. Show me some legs. Oh, Bentley's dancing.
Dog. Oh, he's not dancing. He's doing the naughties.
There's a dog in the dance. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's the Tris Brina Show. In case you didn't know, it's Thursday. It's date night. We're all going to have a date together. Come on in. We're going to figure out how we're going to turn some trash into transformation. It's going to be an interesting session. I promise you that.
Absolutely.
All right. Who's with us? Where are you piping in from? And what are you drinking? Because I ain't got no drinks. I didn't have time to get the drinks ready, so you're going to have to serve up the drinks today.
He just rushed in from the gymnasium.
I was working it out. We're excited to be with you today. Please do let us know where you're piping in from. We are seriously live right now, coming at you from Austin, Texas.
Whoop. Hang on there for a second.
There they are. Hi. Beautiful to see you.
Let's have some volume. Didn't you read the sign?
Turn it up. So we got our handy dandy computers here so we can check in with you live.
Hey. We just kind of pop over and make sure that...
Hi, Devin. Hello, Liz. Hello, Natalie.
There we go.
Bonnie Bush. You're having some coffee. Your evening coffee? Don't stay up too late.
I actually had a little nappy poo.
Nappy poo?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite things, right? You okay, I have 30 minutes and I put Winston in bed, I put Bentley in bed, and I slip between, not under the sheets because that's only for nighttime, but above the sheet, but under the blanket, and crank the AC so it's
crank
cold.
It up.
Oh, so lovely.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Gail. Wendy's with us.
Well, thanks for joining the party, guys.
Thank you. Hi, Debbie. Awesome. Hi, Liz. And Rita. It's a full house.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
So remember, if at any time during tonight's episode of the Tris Brina Show,
Number 4.
if you have any questions, any comments, pipe them in. If you're watching the replay, still do.
Yeah.
Particularly about the program, Your Happy Healthy Back.
Oh, that's right.
We were calling it Happy Healthy Back, Happy Healthy Life.
Well, it's true. When your back hurts, when any part of your body hurts, it can really affect your emotions and your mood, and it can drain your energy. So we know how important it is to feel good in your body. So we will answer some of those questions today. But before we do, we have an interesting scenario that Sabrina woke up to the other morning. So we're going to jump right in. Check this out.
Okay, so a little backstory, pre-story. Are we here or here?
We're always right there.
Oh, okay. So I really enjoy having all of the dishes washed when I go to bed, and even better, like if they were put away, and even like if I have to get up at night to let the dogs out or something. If I get up,
let the dogs out.
I go ahead and fold the blankets that were on the couch and fix the pillows because I so enjoy waking up in the morning and feeling like it's a new day. It's a new day. It's a fresh day. There's something about that, right? And for me, if I get up and there's yesterday's dirty dishes, I just don't feel like it's a fresh day, right?
We need a fresh day, like fresh sheets on the bed. I need a fresh day,
like new beginning, because I feel new, I feel fresh, and I like my surroundings to look that way.
I get it.
It doesn't have to be like perfectly clean at all.
No.
Just like not dirty dishes and not total disarray.
I get that.
So that ties into the little story I'm going to tell you, because it's how I feel in the morning.
It's important.
So our trash day is Tuesday. So we take our trash out on Monday night and recycling every other. So we take it out the night before. But to make my morning even more fresh on Tuesday, there was some trash in the trash can. Not even full, just like half. I'm like, I'm even going to take this out to the curb right now at 6:30 a.m.
Get that trash in that can. I'm going to walk
it down there so that, like, it's so clean. Like, there's not... Last week's trash is not here. It's new week, right?
Totally.
That's how fresh I like my day.
We like it fresh around here.
So I've fed the dogs. They're eating. And I walk out the front door. Better make sure that isn't a...
Yeah, can y'all...
Ding-ding. You guys can hear us okay?
That's usually what a ding-ding is.
When you hear ding-ding, it's somebody going, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
So I walk out the front door with my half bag of trash, and as soon as I walk out, I'm like, what the heck?
This is very sad. This is very sad.
First thing I notice is like this junk mail that you get that's like colored, and there's usually a lot of leaflets, like every grocery store, and they insert them all in and they shove them in your mailbox.
We all get that.
There was some wet, crumpled of those all over our front yard, and then I'm looking and like,
what?
Crushed up tin can, paper towel roll, toilet paper roll, the giant piece of plastic that at Costco covers like 200 things of toilet paper, because that's how many you have to buy at Costco. One of those big
This really messed with her day.
I'm like, what is... And of course, at first I'm like, did our recycling get knocked over? You know?
Yeah, coyotes, right?
No, our recycling is fine. Mm-hmm. Is there any sign that our trash can is not perfectly closed? No.
Perfectly aligned on the curbside.
But then I see some of the junk mail. Guess what it is?
Oh.
Mail.
It's mail.
I'm going to look at the address. I'm going to figure
out
whose trash is this in my yard.
Matahari in the house.
So I got some of the envelopes, and I'm like, 5417. 5417. And it's not us. So I look, and we're in a cul-de-sac, so the numbers don't really work out right.
Trying to guess, is it a raccoon?
I wish. No, it's the freaking neighbors.
But they didn't do it.
Well,
I don't even know.
They had so much recycling, I guess, that their can was lifted. Now, they could get two recyclings. Are you
saying the machine lifts it? Is that what you mean by lifted?
No, the lid was off. The lid was up.
Okay.
The lid was up. Maybe it was windy. I don't know how their trash got all over our yard, right? But I was not happy about it. And I started having thoughts like, I'm going to pick all this up and put it in their yard.
As you do.
Right? And I'm fresh at 6:30, right? And I'm picking up their trash, and it had been in trash, right? So it was trashy trash.
Trash. Double trash.
So I was starting to feel grumpy and like, they should mow their grass too. Look at all those. So
now you're going after them.
Yeah, now I'm
That's
going.
That's it. You don't want Angel Bear to come and get you. No, you don't.
Because I already sneak and pull their weeds sometimes, right?
Because she likes. Do you have OCD? I think there might be a little bit of that.
No, there's these certain weeds I really like to pull. I'll get back to the trash story, but the weeds that I love to pull...
are you going to divert to the weed
It has to
thing?
have, like, recently rained, and it has to have a good sturdy root.
I think there's
so that
something
when
wrong
you pull it from the bottom, it feels really gratifying, because you get, like, that nut
There's
root
an obsession here, because she does it to other people's yards.
Well, they don't want those weeds either.
You just have fun pulling out weeds.
Anyway, so in this moment that I'm picking up their trash, and I'm going and putting it in our recycling, because obviously theirs is too full, and they're welcome to use our 2 giant cans because we never fill them all up.
Oh my God.
I was like, wow, I was feeling like so happy and fresh, and now I'm grumpy. What is this? And I just says, what is this? I said, wait a minute. Every day we walk our dogs, and we carry bags so that when they poop, we happily pick it up.
Yes,
he.
Me.
And, well, so if you don't go, I pick it up.
Okay.
And then you proudly keep walking your dog as you carry
their poop.
Bags of poop. Now, our dogs are small, so it's just like a little bit, but you see some
poop
people, they got these big old bags.
They got a sack of poop.
Like Santa Claus poop. That's why we have little dogs. So, I think, okay, that feels really sweet, and that feels really loving, and I don't mind that at all. I never feel like, how did you do that, Bentley, and make me do... So I said, well, what's the difference? We're picking up the dog's poop and carrying it proudly with this feeling of being the divine mother and a caretaker, and then griping about the grubby neighbors that have weeds and don't close their recycling lid and probably wouldn't come and pick the trash up out of our yard anyway. So what's the difference? Well, the difference is me.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only difference. It all was just my thought and my frame. And so I really started thinking about it. Like, that's just the way everything is in life. It's all the frame that I choose to put around it.
That's right.
So I honestly did this. I'm like, I'm going to caretake for these neighbors, and I'm going to love them, and I'm going to make my yard look better and their yard look better. Hey, maybe that's why I pull their weeds.
I'm just hoping they don't want the weeds. I'm pretty sure it's okay.
And with everything, it's all about the frame that we put around it, and that I can take any situation and do the needed action with love, because it's like Buddha says, being angry with someone is like drinking the poison and hoping they die. He said something like that. Similar.
We got it.
So I thought,
who's it hurting?
It was me. I'm the one that was suffering. They weren't suffering. It was the frame that I was putting around it. So I really did. I said, I'm going to finish picking up all their trash and snoop in their junk mail. I'm going to finish picking it up.
What kind of things have they subscribed to?
And it looks like they might be buying another house.
Oh.
And put it in their recycling with love, with the same love that I take care of the dogs. And then when I do that, I know that that's the energy that I'm putting out. I'm putting out that people embrace me with love because I was embracing them with love. I was actually seeing them as an enemy and casting myself in my head as a victim. I was the victim of their trash. This isn't fair. Let's be against them, right? This for and against, you against me.
We don't even know how it happened.
Yeah.
It's not like they went and took the trash and threw it all over our yard. I kind of doubt it. They're pretty darn nice people. I think the trash man messed up.
So that's our first story about turning trash into transformation.
It's powerful.
But it wasn't the physical trash. It was my own head trash.
Totally.
Right? All those thoughts that I had
trash.
About, why did they do this? They don't, they were rushed. They don't care. They're hardly ever home. They don't really like the cul-de-sac. Oh, look, they're thinking about moving because I'm reading their mail. All those stories I was telling, that's my head trash. And just to turn that into transformation and love them.
Wendy said, you don't sling the poop bags into their trees. We got some good stuff coming through. Joanna took the high path. She said, be the change you want to see in the world. Thank you, Gandhi. Happily pick up the poop and carrying it proudly. That sounds like Sabrina's your get-to-do list.
That's right.
You guys are funny. And Marjorie is here, and she's joining in the party and having a little champagne. Oh! You make me jealous.
I think I saw your name in the Happy Healthy Back Facebook group.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Glad you're joining us.
No, you're so right on. It's total head trash. Like, so much of what we go through is all our projection onto the situation.
Anything that doesn't feel good, anything that doesn't feel like love is from my own head trash.
And when you're going to get more of it if you do it. That always that's it. I have to stop. Because as soon as I start projecting, I know, okay, vibration becomes thoughts, and thoughts become things, and if I'm in that feeling state, the universe is listening, I'm going to get more, and I do. It might not happen right away, although sometimes it's pretty darn instant. It's coming. I'm like sending emails out. I'm ordering more poop and more trash. So I just really want to catch it and turn it, which will lead me to my story.
All right.
We received kind of a email that I wanted to put in the trash right away. Somebody who was...
You wanted to put his head in the trash.
I thought of putting their head. this was a person who we had met along the way, a person who had many, many years of martial arts training, and they were very interested in our programs, yada, yada, yada. And I won't even get into all the details, but somehow this person had you know how we all have our triggers? This person had what we would call the arrogance trigger. And they decided to send us an email telling us all about how great they are and how much better they are and all of this stuff, right?
Yes, after this person had reached out and asked for a lot of information, and there was a lot of giving in their direction.
There was a lot of giving and a lot of time on the phone and really helping them with their business, and because they had a background in martial arts and there was a bond and all of that. And then you see this whole other... Have you ever had that happen? You think one thing about a person and they're pretty cool, right? You like them, but that one trigger, if it gets touched, and who knows what's going to be the thing that touches the trigger. It's like a button and I pushed the button. Mm-hmm. And you see this other character.
Monster comes
and you're just
out.
Who are you? What happened to the nice guy? And I got into this thing for a moment. This used to happen when we would get certain types of emails. Look, when you go online and you put yourself out there and you start showing up and sharing, you're going to get a lot of fans. You're going to get a lot of people who really love you, but you will polarize as well. And you'll get other people who maybe have a different perspective and they like to voice that. Mm-hmm. That's fine, whatever. Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Or they might not have another perspective. They just want to let you know that you're wrong.
They really want to let you know how wrong you are about what you're doing. And so that can trigger you, right? Or you can realize that has nothing to do with me. That's all projection, right? And that's a really beautiful place to get to. So I get there pretty quick now. And so there was a trigger in me. And I maybe I will respond and put this person in their place. Yeah. And I thought, the moment I do that, even though I'm right and they're wrong and I can do it, and I'm very savvy as a writer and as a speaker, I could totally knock you out.
And they sent this message to our sweet little customer support person.
And the protector in me was our customer support person was being so kind and so loving, and you're being a doink. And then I was I'm going to practice what Sabrina did. I'm not going to project. I'm not going to get into this whole thing, and I'm going to shift my frame. And I shift my frame immediately to, who do I know that also has decades of experience in the martial arts, but that's really beautiful? And immediately I remembered and reconnected with one of my students who I wrote about recently, Sensei George. And now George came to the dojo years ago, and George already had 50 years of martial arts training. And he came in and asked if he could take a class, and I'm humbled that this person wants to take my class. And afterwards, if you don't know the story, he came up and asked for my permission to enroll in our dojo and train under me as his sensei. And the situation was that I had to say to him, "Excuse me, sir, just one moment." And I went into the back room, which is basically a bathroom, and I sat down and I started to cry. Because what I realized, it hit me so hard in my heart, was I was standing in front of true Budo. Budo is a path of honor. It's a path, it's a code. It's the martial artist code of great integrity and respect and love. And I realized, for this man, who already had 50 years of training, way more training than me at that time, was already a sensei, was a university professor, asked me if I would accept him to train under me in the dojo. And I was just brought to tears. And it was very beautiful. And then I collected myself, walked back out, and I bowed to this man. And I said I would be honored if he would train in the dojo. And I shifted my whole vibration to being connected to something so beautiful and a person. Now, George is no longer with us physically here. He did transition a few years ago, but he trained to the last day. He ended up getting Parkinson's and had to train from a wheelchair, but he never missed class. No. We used to carry him in his wheelchair up the stairs because the dojo was upstairs, and he would come in and he would work on techniques of falling out of the chair and getting back into the chair. And it was
he would watch the martial arts on videos at home.
It was so beautiful. And then I realized my whole energy has changed now. My memory and my thoughts and my feelings are of that man. And so that email that was triggery turned into the most beautiful transformation experience for me. And I posted about it, and guess what? Some of you saw it. It has touched so many people's lives. So had that email not come, had that man not been arrogant, that other story may not have come to the surface. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, just like the way that life is so intertwined, I'm friends with a woman that I studied ballroom dance with years ago. She was a U.S. champion, and I would fly to, at the time, I think we went to Laguna Beach, so that I could dance with her, and one of my partners would come. And I always liked her. I always really, really liked this coach. And so I have on my Facebook feed, like, see her stuff first. And I was confused because I saw her name and then this giant picture of Tristan. I'm like, what? She had seen that post and reposted it and shared about it and related it to ballroom dancing. And that Budo is a quality that's in any art, any discipline, anything that you can devote your life to. It's always about the art of it. It isn't about your mastery of it. So it touches a lot of people on different levels. But so we got that email, and you could say that email was trash. Yeah. But then it's up to us, like,
what we do with it.
You know, who's going to take the trash out, right?
Yeah.
So if we had written back, you know, who do you think you are? Then we would have just been adding to the pile. And that's what I see in society that happens so much. Like, where does it stop? Well, it can stop with me.
Right here.
Right? Somebody can throw something and I can catch it and not throw it back. Right?
That's right.
I can just kiss it and put it in the trash can, or kiss it and put it in the drawer. Right? We don't have to continue that. And when you don't, it doesn't just change the situation, it changes you.
Sometimes around here we say that the drama can become your dharma. Dharma is a path of evolution. And so you can use anything and everything. And that's really the essence of this lesson, is no matter what's showing up, you can absolutely use it to grow. In fact, you can use it for massive transformation. We've talked a lot about how we turned a bummer with back pain into a breakthrough, and even into a love-based business. And that's why we're creating the Happy Healthy Back program, because it's a way of saying, here's what we went through. We turned that bummer into a beautiful breakthrough that's led to incredible health and vitality and service. And you might as well let people know what that is, because there's been questions.
Yeah, and the back, you know, is the spine, the neck, it affects the shoulders, it affects everything. So it's also such a beautiful analogy for everything that we do. But the program's SatoriMethod.com/happy back. And the way that we designed it is for every step along the healing journey, but also really as an everyday practice. I think that when you go through the curriculum and you experience it, it's going to be something you want to do early in the morning, because it really wakes up
your
everything
spine,
from the base of your spine all the way up, from sitting and breathing, to sitting and moving, to standing, using a chair, not just for support, but for added flexibility, right? There's things that I can do when I have leverage against something that I can't do. Yeah. Just in the air.
You'll love the chair work.
And then movements just standing. And then there'll be advanced moves to do on the floor.
One of the things that I love to do for my back, I love to meditate. We both love to meditate together in the morning. After that, Sabrina will go and teach a dance fitness program at the physical dojo here. And I'll continue like doing some journaling or writing a post for you guys to go on one of the pages. But I'll do more stretches from this program. And so I roll down to my toes and I roll my spine back up, and there's all kinds of circular moves, and there's breathing techniques, and it wakes my spine up in a beautiful way.
Yeah.
And then I actually have I sneak another little meditation in after. And what it does for the energy flow through your spine is very significant. You will feel a great leveling up in consciousness. It's the spine is the information highway. It's where the Kundalini energy flows through. and it becomes more refined, that energy, as you practice working with your breath and opening. The yogis, they talk a lot about the importance of taking care of your spine. And you see in life, as people get older, it curls up on them and it gets compressed. And that's one of the things that's affecting your mind and your focus and your mood, is when the spine is shut down. So
because the energy stops.
Yeah, it blocks the energy flow. So it's really important, whether you do happy, healthy back or something else, just keep moving your spine and do it in a way that's gentle.
And often, right? Because we're sitting so much these days. So there's little things that you'll learn in the program that you can sneak in. Whether if you're in public or in your car or whatever,
office,
things that you can do at any time. Totally. And there's an early bird special. We're taking $200 off. It's $297. We're taking $200 off. Up until the actual live shoot of the program. We're going to deliver it live, and then there's an evergreen version of it in the Academy.
So, if you had questions, hopefully we've answered them. That's what's going on with that. Okay.
Oh, good. Karen's joining too.
It's date night now, so we're going to go. Last week...
I have 2 tips, though.
Oh, you've got some tips?
Yeah, I'm going to start giving you guys, like, weekly little tips. Okay?
Okay.
You may not really.
Date night tip?
No.
Do I get to be here for this?
Things that I've learned during the week that are just really helpful for ladies in particular.
Should I leave?
No, you can say. Tip number 1 is don't keep your little tube of Neosporin in the same drawer that you keep your eyelash glue.
Oh my gosh. I would have never thought of this.
Yeah, just imagine why I had that tip. Tip number 2 is 2-part. Do keep your vitamin C serum that you put on your face in the refrigerator because it's sensitive to light and heat. And if you're not using vitamin C serum,
I use it.
You should be. It's really, really good for your skin, and get a high quality, get 15 or 20%, right? Now, when you take it out of the refrigerator to use it, my tip is don't set it on the counter next to the liquid stevia.
Oh no!
While you're making coffee. Because that will be the most expensive cup of coffee you ever drink.
Oh man. I thought my coffee tasted a little funny.
They're both dark and they both have the little dropper. I'm like, no! Okay, so I've got those are 2 big lady tips.
Madeline says these are great tips. Wow. Yeah. There's a nickname for you, I'm sure.
Lucy.
He
always goes, Lucy?
You're getting a lot of laughs here. Thank you for the laugh shower.
Yeah, used to when I used aerosol way back in the days, hairspray and aerosol deodorant.
Don't do it.
Boy, you got to separate those.
Oh, good
right?
Lord.
Because you'll grab one and
no.
And be like,
we don't do the aerosol. No more. Okay, on that note, last week we went to a place in Austin called The Grove, and we do our best to get a great selfie. And Sabrina has a new technique. It's called the Smelfie.
That's a Smelfie.
That's a Smelfie.
Just checking. Smelling yourself.
We are a little bit crazy. Natalie says, Wengie, you're killing me right now. Sabrina's tip of the week. Tip of the day. So we're going to try to find another awesome place, and we're staking out all the cool places because later this year, just heads up, we're having a live event, and we'd love for you all to come. We'll give you details on that later. It's like October, November. It's far away. But we're finding all the cool places so we can take the cool kids to the cool places. Mm-hmm. Okay, so thank you. We're going to dance this out, as you do. Got a new song? What do you want?
I like that one we played before.
You want that one again?
I got new eyeshadow, guys.
Oh, here we go.
It's Charlotte Tilbury, an online exclusive.
Dave Astry. Dave, he's a cool guy. We know Dave. At Bulletproof, he would love that coffee tip. A little collagen in there. Woo! Have an amazing rest of your Thursday. Thanks for being part of our lives. Thanks for being in this community. You all make our lives so rich. And we're so grateful.
Give us some tips.
Yeah, we'll take tips. Oh, Bentley's not there.
Yeah, he is.
Come.
Oh, boy.
Not a lot of room here. Much love. We'll see y'all later. Have a beautiful evening.